Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. This is the place where we share ideas and strategies on how to advance in your life, business, and career by using the knowledge and skills you already have. I believe that the true power to overcome obstacles and rise above our adversity is drawn from within ourselves. Developing belief in self and building self-confidence is an absolute must for every person who wants to live an impactful life. I'm your host, Isaac Wambua, and I'm honored to be your coach today. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today I have a special guest. I have Brendan here with me, and we are going to talk about technical stuff. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you that this is a show where we help you to grow yourself, grow your business, grow your teams, and get to go to the next level, really using your abilities, the skills that you have, the experience that you have, and the potential that you have. So today we are going to learn from Brendan, like I said. And as we start, Brendan, can you tell us about you?
Yeah, my name is Brandon Leibowitz, and I grew up in Los Angeles and lived here pretty much my whole life. Got involved with digital marketing after I graduated from college and been doing that ever since, helping people get more free traffic from Google using search engine optimization, and have my own company that really just focuses on getting that free traffic from Google.
Yeah. So two things piqued my interest. Number one, you said that you got started this right after college. So how did you know that you wanted to get into business? Because most of the people, when they're done with college, they get their first job, they try it, and maybe they work for many, many years before they transition to entrepreneurship. So is it something that you've always wanted to do, or how did you transition from just
Yeah,
right from college to get into business?
yeah, kind of always knew I wanted to have the entrepreneurial spirit and wanted to have my own company. And when I got out of school, I had my degree in business marketing, and the first job I got was doing digital marketing. And that's why I realized I could just do freelance digital marketing where I could pick up clients here and there and build it up while I'm working full time, which I was doing, working full time. And on the side after work, before work, on weekends, I would work on my company or my clients and build that up and build that up until I was able to build up enough to quit my job. But took a while, but always knew deep down that I wanted to do something where I was being my own boss and not working for other people my entire life.
Yeah. Okay. That's incredible. So, what have been some of the major successes that you've experienced? And in this case, we can talk about turning points. Of course, when you start out, in business, potentially you don't have any clients, then you keep on growing. And I'm just curious, you've been doing this since 2007, right?
Yep, got
Okay.
started in
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah. So what have been the major successes and highlights of your career in this particular business?
Probably being able to quit my job was the biggest success, is
Hmm.
building it up, and also helping other people get to the top of Google for their target keywords, watch them rank at the top for targeted keywords. That brings in traffic so they could pretty much stop spending money on ads and
Hmm.
just bring in that free traffic. But those are the biggest wins, is getting people that free traffic and being able to eventually be my own boss and step back from working at an advertising agency.
Yeah. And that leads to the second thing that I'm curious about. You've talked about free traffic through Google, and I know I've seen all kinds of ads out there, whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, pretty much all the major platforms. And I've always been curious: is it a real thing to get free traffic? And here you are talking about that. So can you tell me, and also for the sake of our audience to know how possible that is, and what is it that you do to really get people free traffic?
Well, I mean, if you search on Google, there's ads at the top, but right below the ads are the organic, the free listings, and those are all free. So getting you up there, it's tough because there's only 10 spots on that first page of Google. So it's a very competitive industry that you're in. It's gonna be tough to get there, but once you get there, you'll see that people go to that first page of Google. Even if you're on the very bottom of the page one
Hmm.
of Google, you're still gonna get clicks. Page 2, page 3, It's tough. Not many people go that far, but page one, you're going to get a lot of visibility, a lot of exposure, and especially if you're at the top, if you're number one position, there's going to be bring an influx of traffic to your website. So that's a way to really hone in on that free traffic from Google. There's tons of other ways to get free traffic to your website, but with SEO, it's all about just the search engine, social media. If you're doing organic social, not spending money on ads, that's another way to get free traffic. Or doing email marketing. I mean, you have to pay the email platform to send out the emails, but essentially you own all that stuff. You're not buying those email. Well, you should never buy email addresses. You need to collect them your own by offering some incentive. But yeah, any way to tap into that free traffic is going to be the best long-term strategy.
Yeah, yeah, really like that. So what do you like the most about what you do? And besides getting people free traffic, I bet your clients love you for doing that. But in your when you think about your day to day, what's the thing that you enjoy the most?
I like the freedom and the flexibility of being my own boss, but I also like watching other businesses grow and getting to look behind the scenes at other companies. And because I have that entrepreneurial spirit, I'm not going to steal or take someone's idea, but it's always interesting just looking at how they run the business and how they've been able to get to the level that they're at and helping them take it to that next level with that SEO and trying to just capitalize on that, again, that free traffic from Google.
Yeah, yeah.
Isaac has an incredible knack for quickly understanding a business and its goals while providing solutions for long-term growth and success. From startups to larger businesses, he has a vast array of training resources and leadership tools that make an investment in his services well worth it. You just heard Jarrett Holt's testimonial. He's the vice president of Zenernet and had a game-changing experience with Isaac recently. Jarrett and his company are on the way to more success than they could have planned for. And it's because of what Isaac comes with when he starts a new engagement. You'll be in good hands. After the show, stop by dynamomethods.com to see if you have the kinds of challenges he can solve. And now, back to the show.
Now, for someone who is trying to get into business, I'm assuming that when you decided to start to get into business, you had a job, then you had to quit your job to do this. Did you experience any kind of fear, self-doubt, asking whether you can make it or not? Did you have any moment of self-doubt at all?
A little bit, but I also quit my job after I built up my company to where I was making as much as I made at my advertising agency for the past year. So I made sure that wasn't just, oh, I made more than I made 1 month. Let's quit the job. Can't do that because you never know what's going to happen. And yeah, so it's better just wait it out a little bit, make sure you have that steady income stream going and that you built the company up to a level that you think is sustainable. And yeah, I've been doing it since 2007. I quit my job a few years ago. So been building it up for a while. I wasn't fully dedicated to the freelance work that I was doing all the time. I was just like, all right, it's great to make some extra passive income or extra money. But a few years ago, I was like, let me really dedicate all my time and effort into this company. And then I saw that as getting the same income level that I was making at my full-time job for over a year. And I was like, all right, I think now is the time, but you don't want to rush it because and you never know what is going to happen. Google makes all the rules. It could change anytime, or pandemic hits and lose a lot of clients. So I've worked on a lot of local businesses that had to shut down. So try to reevaluate and readjust and readapt your strategies, but it's all about just adjusting and adapting and learning.
Yeah. And I was going to ask, what kind of advice you would give to someone who wants to launch their business. And I think you answered part of it, being ready before they get into it full time. I've seen people make a mistake of dreaming about a business that they want to do. They get excited and then they just quit their jobs and they go full time when they don't have a single client. And some people might succeed, but most of them, they get disappointed and they might give up on their dream of running a business. So I think what you said, having a smooth transition from your full-time job to business, I think that's important. Are there some other things that you feel people need to have in place before they go full-time?
Well, just building up a reputation, building up trust, and building up, really reputation helps out, our portfolio, case studies, things like that they could show people, saying like, hey, look at what I've done for other websites, other businesses, and this is what I could do for you. But trying to build that up as much as possible will really help out, and just trying to learn as much as I can about business. Getting a mentor helps out a lot, and just reading or watching videos, watching podcasts, listening to podcasts, but just trying to consume as much information as possible, because digital marketing, it just changes so quickly. So you always have to be learning.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So what kind of clients do you work with?
Anyone with a business that seems legitimate and credible and seems like has a chance to rank on Google. If you're just selling t-shirts, it's gonna be really tough, because the way SEO works is whoever's on that first page of Google, that's your competition. So if you're just selling something really generic, it's gonna be tough. Like selling t-shirts, you're competing against Target, Walmart, Costco, Amazon, all these big corporations. So that makes it a little tricky. Finding something more niche about it, then it's more feasible and doable. But it's all obtainable. Just understand, like, we're competing against these big corporations. You have to understand that they have a whole team of people probably doing SEO that you have to be an equal level or higher to really compete with them. But because with SEO, it's not, we don't care about Google. Google is there, but we don't care about how Google works, because Google changes every single day. What matters is who's on that first page of Google and what SEO have they done, and how can we do a better job of doing SEO than they've done. That's really all that comes down to.
Okay. So here's a selfish question. So for someone like me who does coaching, speaking, consulting, training, how hard is it to be on the first page? You know, you talked about selling t-shirts and there are all these big giants that you're competing against, but how is that the professional development, coaching, training, speaking world when it comes to being ranked?
Yeah, you got to find something niche about it. If you're just trying to rank for personal development or coach, things like that, it's going to be hyper competitive, and it's all obtainable, but it's just going to take time, because, well, it just depends on your business. If you've been doing SEO for your business for a while, then trying to compete against your competitors isn't going to be that hard. But if you're a brand new business, brand new website, you're pretty much starting from scratch, and you're competing against websites that have been around for years, decades, that have been building trust up from Google for decades, that it's tough to just jump that leap and get that trust. So just have to know it will take time, but if you can find something unique about it, where it's more niche, something unique that's helps differentiate yourself, that's going to really be able to push you to that next level. And then over time, you can rank for those really broad, generic keywords like coach, personal development coach, but to rank for those immediately is going to be very tough. But over time, it's all obtainable and doable if you do the right things.
Okay, I get that. So obviously you add a lot of value to your clients, and I believe that our audience will be able to benefit from what you provide. What would be the best way to get a hold of you and check out what you have?
Yeah, so I created a special gift for your audience. If they go to my website, SEOoptimizers.com, that's SEOoptimizers.com/gift. They can find that gift there along with my contact information. I do free classes. They can check out those free classes if they want to learn more about SEO or get in touch with me. All that information is there.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, we are going to type it up nicely and put it out there so our audience will be able to just copy and paste on their browser. So Brendan, thank you so much for being here today. It's been fun, and all the best in your business. I know you do very well.
Thanks for having me on today.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
That was Isaac Wamboa, founder of Dynamo Methods. And if what he and his guest talked about sounds like a problem you're having too, stop by dynamomethods.com to find out more. You can book a complimentary 45-minute virtual training for your team. Or you can learn more about group workshops on team leadership, sales, communication, and much more. Don't wait. Let Isaac show you how to step into greatness today.